You already know what it is. Great Man and God Media TV back with another one. So I'm sure y'all heard by now that Canelo has parted ways with Al Haymon and the PBC and is set to go to DAZN to face Jaime Munguia and Edgar Berlanga. And man, you know, like I said, man, in my last video about what's going on with the PBC and shout out to Rick Glaser. He called it. And I gave him his props on Twitter. He said the PBC ain't got no money. They have no money to offer him the Benavidez fight. And the simple fact that before they said, we'll give you money to fight Jaime Munguia, a fighter that we're not signed to. Because Jaime Munguia is a DAZN Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy promoted fighter, right? They offered to give him $35 million to fight Jaime Munguia at another network, but not offer him Benavidez, right? And not pay him for Charlo. So I was super critical of Canelo, but I got to call a spade a spade. And myself, I do not unequivocally have a dog in this race. I just call it down the middle and call it objectively. And what I see from the evidence and the resources that I gather, and give you guys my unbiased perspective on the information that I acquired. So nonetheless, if you look at the information that's out there about Canelo Alvarez, right? Regarding when he first signed a 3-fight deal to the PBC, he was supposed to fight Jamal Charlo. He wound up fighting Jamel Charlo, his brother. We all know the outcome of that fight. And he was supposed to fight David Benavidez, right? And depending on the outcome of that fight, because they were looking to make that fight a series. That Benavidez fight was supposed to be a 2-fight deal, right? From the PBC. And now it turns out, of course, what Rick Glaser mentioned is that the PBC, they don't have the money to offer Canelo for Benavidez or Jamal Charlo, who he originally signed to fight anyway, because that was a fighter he was supposed to fight when he first signed a 3-fight deal with the PBC. Right? So PBC is broke. PBC ain't got no money. Al Haymon fucked this fight up with Benavidez. Everybody, including Canelo, knows people want to see him fight Benavidez. And like I said, there's been reports that Canelo's camp offered Benavidez $5 million. Now, whether you want to say, oh, that was a low ball offer or whatever the case may be, hey, it's still a career high payday. $5 million, that's the most money he's ever faced. Before that, he wasn't making that kind of money. Reportedly, he was making $2 million. His fight with Andrade, I believe, and Caleb Plant, $1.5 to $2 million. So $5 million, that's a career high payday. Nonetheless, again, if you look at the shout out to Nestor Gibbs of the Boxing Voice, look at the interview with him, Nestor Gibbs, and Jose Benavidez Sr. He acknowledges they got an offer from Canelo, $5 million. And if you look at Benavidez from promoter, Samson Lekowitz, whatever his name is, Lekowitz, he says they received an offer of $5 million, but they rejected it. Which means y'all rejected an offer, but then sent a counter offer, right? And when you look at Jose Benavidez, he says, oh, well, I didn't know that Eddie Reynoso managed other fighters outside of Canelo, meaning that when he signed the fight, the guy at 175, Alexander Vostok, he didn't know that Eddie Reynoso managed and trains Vostok. And so what my point is that everything that, as far as the negotiations through Jose Benavidez, he goes through Samson Lekowitz. So in that interview with the Boxing Voice, Jose Benavidez said that they received the $5 million from Canelo, but didn't hear back from Canelo's camp, which means what Samson Lekowitz said was true. He also said they received the $5 million offer from Canelo, but rejected it. So if they rejected it, no counteroffer, that means what Jose Benavidez said when they said they received the $5 million offer from Canelo, he didn't hear back from them. It's because y'all team rejected it. You guys don't know what the left hand is doing from the right hand. Jose Benavidez Sr. doesn't even know what Sam Lekowitz is doing. That's terrible, man. Y'all management, the Benavidez team, y'all got to do better, man. And get your story straight, too. Because y'all don't know what the hell's going on. You, Al Heyman, fucked this fight up, man. Y'all fucked this fight up. And it leaves boxing fans like myself shrugging our shoulders like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, like I said, PBC didn't have the money to offer Canelo for Benavidez or Charlo, which was the original opponents he was supposed to face on the 3-fight deal. All right? They didn't have the money. All right? He moved on to another network, the same network he was on before, for DAZN to face Munguia and Berlanga. Like it or not, they're a part of DAZN. He has to fight in-house fighters because they're easier to make. And that's it. That's what it is. Do I want to see him fight Berlanga? Hell no. That's a trash fight. He is an amateur, man, compared to Canelo's experience. This is going to be a bloodbath. It is going to be domestic violence if they do fight each other. Munguia, I would say is a little bit more competitive, but he still gets stopped by Canelo. Munguia ain't got no defense. Just an offensive fighter and coached by Freddie Roach, my bad, Freddie Roach. He's just an offensive coach. He can't do nothing defensively at all to Canelo, and Canelo's a counterpuncher. So yeah, it is what it is. This is what we have to deal with. Go to another network to fight guys we don't really want to see him fight besides Benavidez because Al Heyman didn't have the money to provide and offer Canelo Alvarez. Point blank and simple, man. Point blank and simple. Canelo moved on because PBC is broke. PBC ain't got no goddamn money, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is, man. Looks like we're going to be having Berlanga and Munguia versus Canelo for May and September of this year. And the only person that really can, to be honest, the only person that can really save Benavidez versus Canelo would be His Excellency in Saudi Arabia. He has infinite bread. So I hope His Excellency can offer Canelo a fight with Benavidez, right? And get this fight done. He can intervene and be like, yo, I'll just, the only thing y'all got to do is come to Saudi Arabia and fight. I'll give y'all whatever money y'all want. Y'all want $500 million? No problem. You know what I'm saying? Because he got that kind of money. So I would hope that His Excellency from Saudi Arabia can come through and offer this fight for Benavidez and Canelo. But hey, wishful thinking. Anyway, those are my thoughts on that, family. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Till next time, signing out. Peace.